Okay, my name is Ayeni, Ayeni for short, and some people call me GGG. I'll let you know the meaning of GGG later. I started singing long ago. I was in not children's choir, I was in choir. Our church doesn't have a children's choir, but I was in the choir since I was a kid. But I really didn't say singing as a thing. I had other things I could do. I can draw well, I can paint, I can do some other things. So when I got into school, university, I opted for those things. I could act very well also. I'm a very good drama actor. All right, but I got into school and somehow I just spoke to myself. I don't know, told myself that, Seun, do you really want to become a superstar in the church? I'm not comfortable with that. I don't want people to see me. That was me. That's my opinion. I'm not saying anybody should be doing. So then in school, instead of opting for the drama team, which I was very good at, or the choir, I just went to the publicity unit. Publicity unit was they were the ones creating the designs everywhere, changing the backdrops every week and all that. That way got me to still use my talent, but I was hidden. I wasn't there in front. And I kept hiding that way for a long time, just because I was scared of becoming a rave of the something. But eventually in 20, I'm not sure, was it 2007 or something, I'm not sure. 20, around thereabout, after school, I think I finished service. I came to church to give a testimony. Okay, I think I can remember. If you can remember when this man released the Kabiyesi Oluwarun Flow, Twilight. So I came to church and that was the song I sang after my testimony. And that was when my cover got blown. Oh, okay, so pastor just said, so this boy you can sing. What are you sitting in the church for? Come on, from next week, this is your space. Come and be sitting here. And that was how it started, sincerely. I started singing officially from then. I was in the choir at home, but in school where everybody was doing the thing, I wasn't in the choir, I was in the publicity unit. Okay, so the first song I ever composed was composed during a Sunday school session. Don't mind me, some of us, our minds just roam around. It's not a good thing, I'm still praying about it. But for this time, at this time, it was a good roaming around. It was in the Sunday school class, and I think one of my uncles was playing the keyboard, and I was listening to the chords. And right there in the Sunday school session, the first song I ever released started coming to me. That was One of Worship. And I started writing, singing the harmonies. And all of a sudden, I just said, you know what, I'm going to make this into a full song. That stayed with me for a while until I met my sister's husband now. He was her fiancé then. They were serving together. He was one that eventually encouraged me that, guy, I can produce this song. Oh, you can produce this song? Okay, go ahead and produce it. He went and produced it. Oh, it was nice. It wasn't my voice at that time, but he produced it. And I saw that, this thing can be sweet. Oh, that means me too, I can enter the studio now. And so that was what started my journey into the studio in 2017 eventually. Yes, 2017 was when I entered the studio officially to make that song. And that was the beginning. Somehow I'm of the opinion that, maybe it's not correct, but I'm of the opinion that God owns the message, right? So anyway, he wants the message to get to him, we get to the place, whether I fund it or not, although I'm going to do my part, because I won't also sit back without doing my part. So funding, I won't say it's a showstopper. I will put in the funds I have until I don't have enough funds to put, which is almost not going to happen. But I'll keep putting in my funds, and I'm not relying on those funds to spread that song. I'm relying on the owner of the message to spread his message. However, that being said, because I have to do my part, I also have to monitor the outcomes of what I do. So when you put in money somewhere and your mind goes there, your heart is where your treasure is, and you give money to people to try to do their job, I don't want to keep monitoring you for doing your job. And that has been the challenge. You give money to people that are supposed to promote, paid promotion and do all that for you. Do you expect me to start asking you again that have you done A, have you done B, have you done C? I don't have the time, and that is the challenge. Many people like me that have 9 to 5 jobs, they don't have the time to pursue somebody and check whatever you have paid for. You want to just trust, and that's a lacuna in the industry. I think trust is lacking a lot. People want to be able to trust, and we need people we can trust. I want to be able to give somebody the money and take my mind off it, knowing that the money is doing the job. I don't charge, and I don't even plan to charge. I don't understand how charge came into gospel, because gospel is not supposed to be a business. So for me, you invite me to your church, the first question I'm going to ask is not even going to be you. It's going to be the person that sent me, if I believe I was sent. And that person I'm going to ask, that's God. Hello God, should I go? If he says go, who am I not to go? In fact, what is my excuse not to go at that point? However, if he's silent about it, which is not a good one, then you can now start to take things into your hand, which is also not a good one. And at that point, that's when you start getting tempted about whether you want to charge or you don't want to charge or collect money for your transport fare. But if God says go somewhere, will you be asking him, He knows how to provide for it now. So your mind is taking off whether you are going to be provided for. Your mind is on the mission because the person has sent you on a mission. And truthfully, he's going to provide. Yes, I can receive honorarium, but my mind is not on your honorarium as I'm going, because that is not why I'm coming. I'm coming because God has said I should go. I'm not coming because you have invited me. Seriously, money is good. And you really don't want money to stand between you and salvation. There's not, the only thing that was compared to God in the Bible was mammon. That's how powerful money is, and it has crept into everything. You will think you're having excuses, you have given yourself reasons justifying all that, but that is mammon. Hey, so go and make money so that you can tell the devil to his face, or tell any temptation to his face that no, that is not my gospel. Simple. If you have what a backup is, then you'll be confident to speak the truth anywhere, and that also applies to pastors. Pastors need to have a way to have another source of getting money so they can tell church members the truth. You know, again, that when people mention God into any conversation, I'm always careful. God has called you. It's a conversation between you and God now. God, you have called me, you are my sponsor. Sponsor me. Why are you looking for other people to sponsor you when you know who is calling you? God sent you somewhere, you are asking people to provide money for what he sent you. Is it that you can't go and meet the God and tell him, God, you have sent me somewhere, give me what I'll need? Or is it that you don't have faith in that God that called you? So don't blackmail people into funding whatever it is that is your own mission. If they're going to give, they will give. In fact, in the Bible, God told Moses to return people's money back by looking at their faces. If your face was looking one kind, take your money and go. Because you are not supposed to. God is not waiting for you to fund. How do I put it? He's not waiting for you to fund the gospel. If you fund the gospel, it's a privilege for you that you were able to even give your money. God does not need you. Let me put it in that way, to be very frank. So yes, people will eventually fund the gospel, but it won't be you going to them to ask. It will be God sending them to you. And that is how powerful God can be. God is powerful. He is the Almighty God. So don't limit him to, hey God, how will I do this? Or hey God, how will I do this? Or he created everything now. Go back to him and ask for your sponsor to sponsor your ministry, and he will do just that. Don't blackmail people into giving.